Workplace Safety and Health Confined Space Regulations. What is the essence of WSH Confined Space Regulations? Before the year 2009, when this subsidiary legislation is established, there were probably about 10 fatalities per year before that. And half of these victims are because of inhalation of toxic gases and become unconscious. And the other half of the victims are because they see that their friends are in the confined space being unconscious, so they rush in to rescue, so making them also victims. So we always see multiple fatalities in this kind of confined space operation. This confined space regulation established the following requirement. Number one, occupier must have a registration of all the confined space in the company, in the place where they are occupied. Second, the responsible person, who is the employer and the contractors of these confined space people, must establish their permit to work system. Of course, they must appoint their supervisor, the assessor, and also the authorized manager to write this, permit. And third is where there's training to be provided for the employer, for the entrance, for the attendant, for the supervisor, assessor, for the authorized manager and the rescuer. Next is actually having a tagging system to know who is currently inside the confined space. Then there's actually a requirement for attendant to remain outside all the time during the confined space operation. And finally, the written rescue plan must be established. Since this legislation is made, we have hardly seen any confined space fatality since 2009, and making this regulation one of the most successful safety and health law that is written in Singapore.